Let us now learn how to import data or load data. I click on Get Data, and it will direct us to select the type of data we want to import. We can load files, data from files, that is Excel workbooks, text files, XML files, JSON files, PDF files. We'll start by learning how to import data from. Let's see our workbook, and there we have the Superstore dataset. Let's load that. Give it a moment, and sometimes it may take a while depending on the size of the data we are importing. There we are. Notice that we have an option to select the specific table, all sheets, all data sheet that we want to. In this case, we have 4 distinct tables. We have the orders table, we have the people, and we have a returns table. Let's see. In any case, when we select a table, we should have a preview. Let's give it a moment. We have the orders table. Let's see how it looks like. There we go. The orders table looks like this. We have several variables, that is columns. Then let's also see the people's data. The people table, we have 2 columns. We have person and region. Let's see the return table. It looks like this. Notice that we have an option to load the data directly, but it's wise to always transform this data. Transformation means we are making changes to match our needs. Note that on clicking transform, the table will be directed to another window that is called the Power Query. Under Power Query, we can make changes in our data to ensure it meets our expectations. There we go. We have our 3 tables. We have returns, we have orders, and we have people. Let's start with returns. Note that we have the table name under properties. Then we have the applied steps. These are the steps that have been applied. This video is normally called the Power Query, and it gives us an opportunity to transform our data. We have the Home tab, the Home menu tab, and we can complete all these tasks. Under these, we can import data from new sources, we can enter new data, we can query our data, we can manage our columns, reduce our rows, and transform the data. And we also have other options. We can transform data under the Transform menu tab. We have transformation for tables, transformation for any column, for text column, for number column, for date and time, and we can also include R and Python scripts. We can also add columns. Under add columns, this is self-explanatory. We can also view our data in different ways. We also have tools to complete other tasks. Note that on the far left, we have the tables, that is the data sources. On the far right, we have the table properties, that is the name, and we'll also have the applied step. We'll come back to this as we go on. Let's now try to make some transformation into our data. Notice that the first line, that is the first line, should be our headers or the column titles. Let's make it so by clicking use first row as header. Give it a moment, and there we go. Our first line has changed to returned, and our headers has changed to returned and order ID. Notice we have ABC. This means these are the data type. We can have all these, and we can have all these. Let's go to the next table. In this table, things were well imported. The headers were well read into our table. Then we don't have to make any changes there. Then let's go to people, and we have the same problem. Let's change that, use the first row as a header. There we go. And now let's see how our data was read in the people table. Order date is read as, was read as, it should be date. This was read as date. This was also read as date. This is text. All these are read as text. And I think these are okay. Up to that point, everything looks fine. I think this was read as decimal number. It should be fixed decimal. That is, it should be currency. Replace that. Let's make sure that it should be currency. Quantity is as it should be. You also have discount. I think this should be percentage. But let's let it stay as it is. And we have profit. Profit should be in fixed. And let's update that. Those are few changes that we can make in Power Query, and they are important in our data. Let's also notice that we have all the steps that we have made. In this, we promoted headers and changed the type. Then under this, we promoted the headers and changed the type. And same case, several operations we can perform. But for now, let's see. To get out of the Power Query, we click on close and apply.